We are less than a week from release day for Pokemon's most hyped set in years, Prismatic Evolutions. Even though we've seen packs being ripped in the past few days, prices for these individual cards really haven't hit the market yet. So today we are predicting the top 10 most expensive Pokemon cards in Prismatic Evolutions. How much will the Umbreon SIR be at release? Where do the Master Ball reverses fit into this market? Let me know down below what your predictions are for this set and have fun with this video. Next week we will see what we got wrong and what we got right. Let's jump into number 10. At number 10 we have the Master Ball Eevee. The Master Ball Eevee is coming in at $46.98 from Terrestrial Festival. The addition of the Master Ball reverses is going to have a huge impact on this market. That's exactly why the Eevee is number 10 on this list. We see what the Twilight Eevee has done, and I think that this one's going to do very similar things, except this one's going to have a head start. Even though we've seen evolutions get love before, we haven't seen much love for the one that started it all in Eevee. We really have no idea what these Master Balls will be worth. They could be worth less than what we think they are, or the entire top 10 could just be all Master Balls. My initial prediction for this card is in the $85 to $90 range. At number 9 we have the Eevee EX SIR, and this card is coming in at $42.80 from Terrestrial Festival. And we got back-to-back Eevees, and for good reason. I think people are gonna be falling in love with the Eevees in this set and really be after these in PSA 10s, driving the price up. A common theme we will see in this set more than ever, in my opinion, is the first to market will be massive. This card in particular, an Alt-Art Eevee, which we haven't seen before, is probably going to be a top choice for resellers and collectors. My price prediction for this Eevee is going to be in the $90 to $95 range. At number 8 we have the Master Ball Espeon, and this card is coming in at $48.05 from Terrestrial Festival. Another Master Ball on the list, and this one could be even higher by the time we do this list again in a month. Don't really have any data to go off of to price these things, but I think with the popularity of this evolution and the rarity of these cards, that's a recipe for big money. I've seen somewhere that the early pull rates to pull a specific Master Ball is 1 in 2,500. To put that in perspective, the Alt-Art Umbreon VMAX from Evolving Skies is perceived to be 1 in 2,000. My early price prediction for this card is $100 to $110 range. At number 7 we have the Glaceon EX SIR, and this one is coming in at $49.97 from Terrestrial Festival. Traditionally we have seen Glaceon be a very high performing card when it comes to price, and I don't think that this one's going to be any different. As with many of these Pokemon, this is another fan favorite that will be hunted specifically for collectors and sellers alike. I think this is one of the few cards that will actually remain in the same spot. I don't know if the money will stay the same, but I think that this one will be number 7 in next week's video. I'm predicting this thing to come in at $125 to $130. At number 6 we have the Leafeon EX SIR, and the Leafeon is coming in at $55.66 from Terrestrial Festival. So this card is actually one of my personal favorites from Terrestrial Festival and Prismatic, and I can't wait to see how it holds up against the other heavy hitters in this set. In Evolving Skies, this is the 3rd most expensive card in this set. I don't think it will get that high this time around. With that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if next week or in a month from now this card is in the top 5. My price prediction for this one is the $150 to $160 range. At number 5 we have the Master Ball Sylveon. This one is coming in at $67.39 from Terrestrial Festival. This card at number 5 would be surprising to most, but not to me. I would assume that most people will have something different in this slot, but I think that we overlook the Sylveon V and VMAX and how they have performed in the Sword and Shield era. Over the past few years, Sylveon has really vaulted to the top of the evolutions, and I think that it's not going to stop anytime soon. I really suspect this one and the SIR to do great things in this set. My prediction for this card is actually $200 to $205. At number 4 we have the Espeon EX SIR. The Espeon is coming in at $59.17 from Terrestrial Festival. We have another Espeon, and again, I wouldn't be surprised if this one is number 3 in a month. This card reminds me a lot of the Galarian Rapidash from Chill and Rain, a huge sleeper in the Sword and Shield era in my opinion, and my price prediction for this is in the $250 to $255 range. At number 3 we have the Sylveon EX SIR, and this thing is coming in at $96.31 from Terrestrial Festival. So we pulled 2 of these from Terrestrial, and man, I fell in love with this card almost instantly, and I think that most collectors will if they haven't already. Hopefully in English it pops as much as it did in the Japanese. At the price range that I'm predicting it to be at, it's higher than the Evolving Skies Sylveon, but remember, this is just the release day predictions. It looks like some of the pull rates on this set is kind of toning down the hype. Maybe it's gonna make it even higher. I don't know. We just gotta wait and see when Friday comes. My price prediction for this card is in the $350 to $355 range. At number 2, we have the Master Ball Umbreon, and this bad boy is coming in at $262.79 from Terrestrial Festival. I think most people think that this thing would be number 1, and I don't really blame them. It very easily could be. I think the hardcore collector is going to appreciate this card much more than just your casual fan, and I think that more people are going to hold on to this than we actually may think. The sellers and flippers are going to have a field day with this one though. Even though I have this at number 2, I wouldn't be surprised if this card in a PSA 10 price is actually number 1, because I don't think we're going to get crazy pop counts on these. Looking at it from afar before the set releases, it doesn't look like we're going to have, 14, 15,000 of these. That's my opinion. My price prediction for this card, it is massive, but you never know with Umbreons. And before I say this, I want to just say these top 2, we really don't have any idea what this could be. History tells us it won't be this high, but history also tells us this set should not be sold out like it is. We just have to wait and see how the release actually goes. But my price prediction for this thing is in the $600 to $625 range. And at number 1, we have the Umbreon EX SIR. And this thing is coming in at $305.09 from Terrestrial Festival. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I think this thing is gonna break the internet more than it already has. With what we've seen so far with finite product and pretty bad pull rates for a special set especially, this thing could do things we have never seen before. I know this set is going to get printed for at least the next 2 years, and probably pretty heavily, more than what we probably think right now. At the release of this, it is absolute chaos. With all the new people in Pokemon, resellers are going to have a field day with this one. We already seen one that is actively being bid on right now on eBay for 2,000 plus. Now that is a first to market type thing, so that's kind of to be expected. That is not what I personally think it's going to be. Like, if this thing comes out at $2,000 across the board, not only is that way past record breaking, that's just stupid. Like, that cannot happen. I don't think it will happen. I think these people that are bidding on this $2,000 card right now, they're just trying to get first to market. They're trying to get first to, PSA, get PSA 10s. I do not see this card coming in at $2,000. Especially when you put in factor that the Umbreon alt art from Evolving Skies isn't that much. I just don't see it happening. With all that being said though, $2,000 sounds crazy. $1,000 doesn't sound that insane with where we are right now. But my actual prediction for this card is in the $700 to $725 range. I think that's where we're going to start out at. I think in a month or so, we're going to know a lot more about prices. And I know you're probably thinking, well, yeah, it's been out for a month. But I mean, honestly, you never know because where we are with this market. Everybody's just buying. They're just buying. Because honestly, right now, I mean, you spend $140, $150 on an ETB. How many you think it's going to take to pull one? Yeah, you can get lucky on your first pack and pull one, but what's the odds of that? I mean, I'm thinking you're probably going to have to open at least a case to get one of these. And then we've seen people like Rev that's opened all this and hasn't pulled one yet. Pull rates are gonna dictate a lot of this, I think, and it could scare a lot of people away. So let's see what happens. That's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed these predictions. How far off am I? Am I crazy? Am I lowballing? Am I way too high? Let me know down below what you guys think. Remember guys, it's release week. Let's have fun with this set. Let's grab it. I think right now, big box stores is going to be the play for this. Retail is the deal. Remember that, retail is the deal. I think the days of finding third parties, third party prices way lower than what MSRP is, we're not gonna see that for a while. So just keep that in mind and put that in your head. Retail is the deal. Grab them if you see them, rip those bad boys, keep them sealed, do whatever you want, have a good time, enjoy the set. Remember, at the end of the day, let's have some fun. I appreciate everything you guys do. Remember, if you want to join the Discord, the link will be down in the description below. If you're into the rip and ship scene, make sure you check out PokeFactoryShop.com. We go live every Saturday, probably once in the middle of the week. Ripping packs for you guys. We have a fantastic time. We're trying to, hashtag make Pokemon great again. We do things a little bit differently here. So if you'd like to check that out, make sure you check out a live, see how we operate, see if it's something you want to get into. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the set. Have a good time, guys. See you guys in the next one. Poke Factory out. Peace.